Hello everyone, today I actually have a real topic for you guys. Well, first, this shirt is brilliant. So what I want to talk about this week is something I heard earlier. Well, the topic that came to my head about something I heard earlier. I don't know, you get my point. I don't remember what was said. I just remember the topic that I got off of it. Paradoxes. Now, I didn't really think through how I was going to talk about this, because the paradoxes, if you don't know what they are, it's basically something that just kind of goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth forever, and there's no, I guess there's logic to it, but there's no solution, I guess you could say. Here's a good example. This sentence is false. So on the one side you have this sentence is false. The sentence is false, but if the sentence is false, then the sentence is true, because it's false about being false. But if it's true, that means it's false. If it's false, that means it's true. But if it's true, that means it's false, and this just goes back and forth forever. So now you see my point, those out there who didn't understand me. You hear a lot about paradoxes and time traveling things like Doctor Who. This is because in time traveling you can create a bunch of crazy stuff because you're traveling through time. So let's just say we go back in time, not too far back, like not to the dinosaur age or anything, and not in a strict time progression, if you know what I mean. By that I mean, say you went back to a dinosaur age and you like touched a leaf. Well, that leaf moving made an egg fall from an insect's eggs, and then this ate that and that ate this, and all of a sudden you come back and your whole world's changed. I'm saying not that. So you just go back, and doing that kind of thing will not drastically change the future. So you go back just a little bit before, and this happens in a lot of things, and you prevent yourself from doing something. And then you preventing yourself from doing that prevents you from getting to the point where you need to go back to do that, and it just creates a paradox. It's like if you killed your own mother when you went back, then she could never have you, and then you wouldn't be born to kill your mother, and then so you would be born, and it just keeps going. Now, I like paradoxes, and I dislike paradoxes, because I like to think, and I like to figure things out. But the thing is, a paradox has no definitive answer, or anything like that, so I can't figure them out per se, and even thinking about them, it's normally just one or the other. But there's a number of different ways you can think about them. It's kind of like a canon of paradoxes, like, if this happens, when does this happen? Because in some movies, it's like, you kill your own mother, and it takes a while, and then you're slowly disappearing, you're slowly vanishing from the pictures and things like that. There's others, and it's like, you do that and done. So part of what I like to think about, by the way, paradoxes are not like my main thing to think about. They're not a huge thing that I'm just like constantly, paradoxes, it's just kind of something fun to talk about. And something that, when they come up, it's kind of just like, that's interesting. So, what would actually happen? If we think about this, let's say there's some weird rip in time where if you fall right in the exact place, like it's a pathway, and you just fall right here in the right way, that makes you jump back 20 seconds. And let's say you jump back near where you were, enough time that you can get back to yourself in 20 seconds. And also, let's not see the whole, like, this blows up everything because there's two views. I'm like really thinking about this in between, because I've just really gone on a rant about what's going on, and it's like now it's in my mind and I can't figure it out, and I'm trying to figure things out. Okay, so you run to yourself and you push yourself away from that little, I don't know what you tripped on, you tripped and you fell. You push yourself away from it. So in that pushing yourself away from it, you don't fall into the portal, so you never come out of the portal. But you've already passed that point in time in the future. But you only are there because you fell through. So, I guess in one theory, you would push yourself out, and because you're no longer there because you never fell through, but the person's already pushed because that's how things work, he's pushed. So that's done, the loop's done. Or you could look at it as, you push him, he falls out, you no longer exist, he's falling back in, you're back, and it's just this endless loop that you're done. Your life is over. Your loop is like that forever. Actually, no, you're not in an endless loop. You push you could just leave at some point. Although maybe it's like if you chose to push them, then they wouldn't fall in and you wouldn't exist, but then they'd fall in, then you'd push them and it would like just blink around real quick. But then there's also the theory that you could push them and then you'd blink back and there wouldn't be much effect. You'd fall through, you'd go back 20 seconds. 20 seconds later, there's not 2 U's, and then that's that. You're done. It's very, very difficult to think of how this works. I feel like I need to write it on paper. Okay, now this is what I mean. So, with the "this sentence is false," then it's false, then it's true, then it's false, then it's true, and over and over and over. That's real simple. This is an actual life thing. So, it's not as simple, and there's a bunch of different factors in it that you can think about. So it's really cool. I find it very interesting. Okay, I just looked up some paradoxes online. This one's good. So there's a town where every single man is clean shaven. Whether it be by you shave yourself or the barber shaves you, it doesn't matter, you're clean shaven. So the barber only follows one rule. He shaves all and only the men inside the town that do not shave himself. Now what does that mean for him? He has to be clean shaven. But he can't shave himself because the barber does not shave people who shave themselves, and at the same time he can't shave himself because it's just, I don't know if that made sense how I said it, but you just can't do it. I might have told that wrong, you can just look it up, like the barber paradox. But you get the point. So I don't know how long the video is going on, but I want a quick update of my normal life. School is going well, but more schedule issues because I've got assigned a work job during one of my free periods. What this means is basically I have to sit in a room for the entire period, and this is when I record, so it's difficult. Aside from that, I almost got a concussion. I'm fine now. I don't think I have one. What am I doing with this camera in front of me? Just kidding, guys. So yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Leave a rating, comment those paradoxes down below, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.